Yes, I am serving sports bra realness today. Yeah. Y'all, I watched After the Altar for season 2 of Love is Blind. Listen. The only way that I could, I'm making a mess. The only way I could describe this is like, it's like if you're having your close personal me time and you're really close to seeing the stars in the promised land, and then your phone rings and it's your mom's ringtone, and so you have to answer it, and so you go to get the phone and you're kind of like out of breath and you still have horny energy, but you have to pretend that like you weren't doing that. That's how this ends. All right, so sorry, I didn't introduce myself. Hello, I am Audra. Hello to all my weirdos, and brohos. On this channel, we make up, we game, we talk about media, makeup, game, media. What's up? Also, I have another channel, Audra Games, which I drop my, I'm trying to be more better about it, as I drop some of my, what is that thing I'm on? Twitch. I drop some of my Twitch VODs over there so y'all can see. I'm getting professional, y'all. It's getting hot in there. Also, Bo is here. I think I'm trying something new with this video where I removed the like live Pitbull audience because I feel like my intro is so long, which is right now. Anyway, I'm going to get ready because I have a video that I'm trying to get ready for. Because, you know, that's who I am as a person. I was going to do like a regular get ready with me where I talk about life or whatever, but like, honestly, it's dark in there. It's dark. So I don't want to talk about my life right now because that is a dark, awful mess right now. And so I'd rather not. What we are going to do is talk about Love is Blind, After the Altar. Now, if you haven't seen it, but you want to see it, you know, go ahead and go watch it and then come back. If you haven't seen it, but you don't care to watch it because you just like to listen about these shows from other people, then stay, have a good time. Or if you just need to see if you want to watch it after I describe it, also stay and have a good time. And if you like what you see, then, you know, subscribe, please. Because YouTube is honestly, and I like one day I was close to 11K and now I'm closer to 10.7K subscribers. And it's not just me, it's YouTube as a whole. All right, I know all of you didn't just suddenly hate me. Moving on, I'm gonna be using the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 4. I've already played with this once, and that I did try to do a get ready with me, like talking. Jesus, it's so pretty. I did try to do a talkie get ready with me, but guess what? Y'all? That did not work out. It got dark. So, but the look is up on the gram. So, you know, follow me on Instagram if you want to see the looks. Like, it's very like perfume commercial. Anyways, let us get started. Let's see. I think, also these little, the heaven and the paradise with the water activated. Listen, I don't want to tell y'all that it's glorious because I don't want you to feel like you're missing out because this thing is $125. I will have it linked below. It will be an affiliate link if you want to pick it up if you haven't picked it up yet. But listen, whoo, child, it's like, listen, it's kind of worth it. Like, this is anyways, let us get started. I think I did purple last time, so I think I'm gonna do like a gold, like a greeny gold thing today. We're gonna do green gold. Okay. Y'all are really close to my face and it makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable. Bo, what are you eating, babes? I don't like it when I hear you chewing and I know that you don't have snacks. Shane. For those of you uninitiated into this party, Shayna and Shane are like, listen, that situation, listen. Ooh, I forgot to prep. We gotta prep just a smidgen before I get started here. I've been using this Way Too Light Tarte Double Beauty, whatever, ultra creamy because it's super, super light and I can put makeup on top of it. And then the good thing about that, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between, is that it doesn't look gross and like caked on and thick or anything if you do it right. I don't know how else to explain it. Anyways, because like trying to get, see, that's why. Because trying to get this shit off of your face is like it's like you can't really do it. So it's just better to do this, my opinion. You can do it however the fuck you want to, honestly. Anyways, so For those of you uninitiated into the whole thing, Shayna and Shane, and those of you who don't know what Love is Blind is, it's a show, it's a dating show where people meet each other in like pods. They don't ever actually see one another to find out if love truly is blind. They talk to each other through the wall and make determinations on who they're going to marry based off of like real conversations that they are having. All right. So Shayna and Shane got pretty close, but in the end, Shane did end up choosing Natalie. He was like, I'm going to get together with Natalie. And Shayna just did not like that, wouldn't let it go because Kyle chose her because basically Shane didn't choose her. So she said okay to Kyle, which is just, every time I think about it, I'm just like, girl, that was mean. Like you could have just, but I'm going to say in this little dealie, I just missed like a smidgen in this like reunion or whatever. And the thing is, love after the altar is past the reunion. So it's been like months, since the show and since the reunion. Noticeably absent is Shake. Obviously, nobody wants Shake to show up at this, like not after the way he behaved. So the point is that Shayna and Shane had like a weird history. It was a rough time, but like they've progressed. And when they started, it does kind of look like maybe they're dating because she's cutting his hair or whatever. But it turns out, babes, that like she has a boyfriend. His name is Christos. He is Greek, apparently, with a name like Christos. I would hope so. I just, I say that, but you know how white America is. You know what I mean? You know how white America be. Just giving people just like, and then it's just like, what? I'm having to put a tad there because I didn't realize I was going to make this line. And then I made it on that side. Got to make it on the other line. We got to try to keep things even. All right. So anyways, but they're not. She has a boyfriend. She's been together with him for a while. They're really, really serious. And Shane knows all about her boyfriend. So it's like really cute. They're actually like, they've moved into, good friendship territory. Ooh, let me just smidgen that. Just a smidgen. Just up a smidge. Okay. A smidge. I can never make shit even, and I'm just over trying to make that happen. You know what I mean? Let's just move on. So, and then get back into, ooh, baby. So pretty. I'm hoping that that's the right brush because like I said, I try to do one of these. So like they have a really cute friendship and I'm here for it. Honestly, I'm really glad that they have been able to like move like into better growth spots in their lives. They're like, this, by the way, is out of body. That's the shade I'm using. I'm really happy that they're able to like learn, grow, change, and become just like better people. Because I think that they really needed that. Like, I think that really helped Shayna, who, by the way, y'all, she looks glorious. I don't know what she's done, if there was work. I don't want to make conjecture, but she looks really good. Like her skin looks good. Like she just looks glowy, happy, beautiful. She's not squinting. Listen, her squint, that should become famous. She should be happy about that. Like she became memed. And, I actually think it's funny. It's funny to me, because I'm not the one being memed. So obviously it's easy for me to be like, that shit's funny. But it was, okay? It was funny. So anyways, we catch up with them and we find out that, Natalie and Shane, even though they kept trying, like they were broken up at reunion, they just kept trying to get back together and it just wasn't working out. It was toxic. And she even admits it. It was a toxic relationship for both of them. Natalie. It was a very toxic relationship for both of them. They kept making up and breaking up. And I guess finally she sent a text saying like, I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm just doing this so that you can see how friggin' pretty this is, bitch. What? One side's going to be straight. One side's going to have a curve and you're going to have to deal with it. It's like penises. They're all different. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, we're going to move past that comment.
A text from her saying she never wants to speak to me ever again. And I respect that. I mean, I don't know what to say about it, but that's the story of our relationship, just miscommunication over and over again.
Shane is pretty much heartbroken because he's realizing, I think I'm going to do Zen and see how that looks, because I feel like I used Divinity, but I can't really remember. But I feel like Zen might be too greeny. You know what? It might be perfect. Let's just try it. That's Shayna, Shane, and Natalie. Like, that's where we are with all of them. Ooh, that's really fucking pretty. This was a good idea. You know what? Go me. I'm full of badass ideas, honestly. Look at this. Look at the glory. I just want you all to bask in it. Like, tell your friends that I'm gorgeous. Anyways, so, like, that's what's happening there. Like, Natalie is... Listen, we'll get to Natalie. You know what? No, I'm going to do it now, because eventually you're going to run into this party, and I just need to talk about this now, because we'll just keep going around to everybody and we'll get there. But no, I'm going to say this. I'm going to keep changing my mind on what I'm going to say. Natalie is just very immature, and we will get there. So that's what's happening there. Next, we're going to go to Danielle and whatever that man's name is. I can't remember, but like, they are still married, and they're just like enjoying each other's lives. They have the dogs. They live together very well, but they are still quite different. You know what I mean? And by that, this has like kind of interesting streaks in it. I'm using Zen. It has like some interesting color going on with it. And I'm just like kind of digging it. Like, it's very interesting. I haven't figured out like, I'm really just becoming that peacock that I was at the beginning of my like makeup journey. All right, so that's where we are on this, because like I feel like I always go too far with this. This palette is just too much, and like you end up doing a lot. You might do too much, and that's okay. You know, do as much as you want to. Do as much or as little as you want to. Just use it. All right, I'm gonna go in with a liner first, because I always like end up doing it too late, and I get mad at myself for it. So, what is their name? It's Danielle Kirk. I think it's Kirk. Let me see. Because I always forget. And Nick. Why did I think his name is Kirk? Anyway, Danielle and Nick are just still joyously married. They're living together. It's all good. They seem doing very well. Although I would say, Danielle, baby, I know that you don't have an ass. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I also don't have an ass. You know what I mean? We're in a club. But... I would have told the camera crew, like, absolutely not, under no circumstances do you put that camera on my flat pancake ass, because I would be so pissed off if, like, all of America got to see that. Like, no thank you. No thank you. Because like I said, I don't have an ass either. It's flat as you all get out. Like, the only reason it even looks like I have an ass is because I have like a sway back. You know what I mean? My back just curves in. So like, it looks like I have an ass, but truly there's nothing there. And you know, to anybody that I dated who tried to be kind and pretend that I did have one, like, that was nice, but you know, you gave me too high of an expectation. Anyways, now we have them, and they are like throwing like a party. Like, they're getting everybody together, but they're also throwing a birthday party for Natalie. It's Natalie's Dirty 30, so they're gonna throw her a birthday party, and it's gonna be 80s themed, because of course it is. So you know, I'm gonna come in with trance. Trance can be a bit overpowering, but we're gonna see. So anyways, there we go. That's how we're gonna get it to, yes. So anyways, their whole goal, come here. Baby, I hate that your pica does this to you. Come here, baby. Stop eating it. I can't fight him once he has it. Listen. Subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my Twitch, because I'm gonna have some high ass vet bills because of this dog's pica. I love him so much, but he has like really intense pica, and it's very difficult. I cannot fight him on his, anyways, moving on. So that is what is going on there. They're like, we're going to throw this 80s themed party, and they decide to invite, of course, because there would be no drama if they didn't. They decide to go ahead and invite Shayna and her fiance Christos. And it's like, okay, Shane obviously is not invited because they are friends with Natalie, so they're not gonna invite Shane to this whole thing. They're like, absolutely not. because Natalie is their friend. And the thing is, everybody knows that Shane is like kind of childish and he does need to grow up. But like, listen, we're going to get into it. He is a little bit childish. He does need to grow up. But like, let's be very, very real about what's happening here. Okay. I'm going to get there. I promise you. So anyways, we're getting into the meat and potatoes. Now let's move over to Sal, because for those of you that know, it's Sal and Mel were together, and then that thing just soured. I don't exactly know why, but Sal is now with Jess, I think is her name. This isn't a snack, babe. This is foundation, okay? Giorgio Armani Neo Nude True to Skin Natural Glow Foundation is what I am using today because it's the perfect brown. So yeah, Shane is gonna come. She's with Christos, bloppity bloop blop. And when I tell y'all, like, Christos looks kind of how I expected him to look. Do you know what I mean? Like, I expected him to look just like that. And so we're getting to Sal. There we go. So Sal was with Mel. That ended really not good. And we had this implication that maybe she was like cheating or whatever. We never really know. It's hard to tell with the whole thing. But Sal is now with a lady named Jess. She is hot. She shows up to this 80s party, ass on point, legs, killing it. Like, she is killing the game. And honestly, killing Mel's feelings, okay? Because Mel's just over there like, oh, not only did we break up, because she just didn't really open up. She wasn't really a good, like, I don't know, like, I feel like that is, I'm going to use another foundation brush. Listen, I'm not going to look like a clown at the end of this. Or maybe I will. Maybe I will. You know what? You're here. So you're the clown too for watching. You know what I mean? You're the clown for watching this shit, come through. I have this bonnet on for multiple reasons. One of which is that I have so many knots in my hair right now, and I don't want to talk about it. We're going to move past that. Anyways, but him and Jess are just like, I mean, they look good. They're kissing. They're very much like the I love you couple. Like, he said I love you. She said I love you. Jess tries to like clear the air at one point. Girl, when I tell y'all, like, the way I howled when Jess was like, it's not like I was worried about you, like, at all. Girl!
Like, so in the past, I'm like, I was never worried about you. Like, trust me.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God. I was like, oh my God. My feelings, like, I was sitting there just like, that burns. That really hurts. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's painful. Like, girl was just like, oh no, I worried about you? Girl, why? Why? I got him now. So, like, it was supposed to be a one-on-one conversation, but my opinion is that it got like
This is so awkward.
really fast. So, that's just my opinion. Obviously, it's my opinion. So I can, do what I want with it. And I did. It was a rough time. A rough time was had by most. So, and Sal ends up kind of talking to, I don't know why they said siblings instead of sisters. Because he's got sisters. And he keeps referring to them as my siblings.
My siblings really mean a lot to
Y'all
me.
let me know if you think that that's weird. Like, I feel like most people would just say, like, my sisters. And he was just like, it's really important to me that my siblings, it's very odd. That was the part that I found very odd. I was like, wait, why are you not just calling them your sisters? Like, what?
Of all people, my non-binary ass should have realized that. It's just that I've never heard anybody refer to their family members as siblings because, I live in a world.
So Sal is going to propose. We don't see it on screen, but he has decided he's going to propose to Jess, which good luck to you, Sal. I hope it all works out. It's fantastic. But yeah, he's decided he is ready to promposal. I'm just kidding. He has decided he's ready to propose, and he's in the space to do so. I think it's a good idea for him to do it. Like, I think that if you love somebody, go all in. You know what I mean? I'm very much that kind of person. If you love somebody, go all in. Don't be sitting in these streets, not going all in and just like wondering about what could have been. Because that's wild. You shouldn't do that. I feel like so many people do that, and like especially neurotypical people, y'all need to start taking some leaps of faith, like real serious. Like I'm dead ass with y'all. Y'all need to start getting out there and taking like a leap of faith. Now I'm going in with Heaven. You have to like get some water in it. I use the brush to like stir it, but like, oh yes. Anyways, listen, it's gonna look really hot in just a second. Just give me a second. Just give me a minute. Okay. Anyways. So it gets really flaky, so just like watch yourself. I like wanted to go ahead and like let the water just kind of get on my skin on this side because I'm trying it a different way this time than I did the last time, so we shall see. Anyways, but it does look like Mel just kind of seems like a little, and I don't know if they just edited it to make it look like she was like, oh, I've lost my chance, but it does seem like she's a little bit sad that things didn't work out, and he moved on. Although he does spill the tea that the reason, like, you know, in the reunion where he is like, I'm not gonna say certain things because like blah 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 blah. Well, apparently the certain thing was that she was supposed to meet him and she was late. She kind of stood him up, and he ends up realizing that it's because she was with some other dude. Now that's his side of the story, you know. There's his side, her side, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. And I always say there's somewhere in the middle. I don't just say there and then there's the truth. It's somewhere in the middle because like both people, as far as they're concerned, that is the truth. Do you know what I mean? They're like, this is the truth. Like, okay, there we go. There we go. So with this, don't worry, because once you throw the blush on, babes, because this like dries down to a powder. It dries down to a powder. Look, I look glorious right now. As we are speaking, I'm like, don't fucking talk to me. Anyways, but he reveals that that's why they really broke up, because she was drunk and she'd hung out and she was supposed to hang out with him and she just didn't end up showing up, and you know, and that was like his final straw because she wasn't really putting in a lot of effort in the first place. And then to have her like be doing this shit, he was like, nah girl, we are finished. So he ended that and they are no longer together, obviously. Also, I painted my toes black and I just cannot, like every time I do my toenails black, I'm just like, this is the cutest that my feet ever look. No, I'm not going to show you. You have to pay for feet. Anyways, so we have Sal. He's now with Jess. He is happy. Now, listen, I'm going to get to what y'all all wanted to know, which is Deep T and Kyle. So they have spent, apparently Deep T and Kyle have spent like all this time together. They have just been hanging out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and shooting some b-ball outside of the school. And anyways, they've been so cute. They're having a little time. It's adorabs, and like they haven't defined it. And since they haven't really defined it, it's like, what is it? You know what I mean? Like, what are y'all doing? And they don't know really. And both of them are just kind of scared to say like what it is because they're like afraid that if they go in, see what I mean, babes? Anyways, they're afraid that if they go in, then that could possibly ruin the friendship that they have. Like they talk to each other all the time. But in the end, he ends up asking her to be, because like here's the thing, let me just start here. At the party, he's really going in about like his feelings for her, and she doesn't look like she returns them, and we're like, girl.
It's like, on the one hand, if we take it there, it could be the best thing ever, and it could be amazing. But then what if it doesn't work out and then I lose it?
Yeah.
Because listen, if I had to get hooked up with anybody on that show, let me just tell you, it would be Kyle. It would be Kyle. I feel like especially, you know, a status aside, and actually part of it, I feel like Kyle would be very understanding and caring, and he wouldn't like be pushy, rude. He wouldn't give me stress. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't give me stress. Like, I feel like I could move at the pace that I needed to move at for our relationship to be what I needed it to be. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure you don't, because I'm just saying words. Anyway, but he ends up asking Deep D to be his girlfriend. She says yes, they kiss, and you're snaps heard all the fucking way around town, up, down, and around. Yes. So now we're getting to, okay. And it's so cute too. It's so cute. And I feel like this is going to be the theme of every after the altar. It's that basically what it's going to be is like somebody's going to be throwing a party for some reason and everybody's going to be showing up. Now, Shane, obviously, we don't ever really see him go to a party. We do see that he has some growth. You know, he's like, I'm not ready to date. And he's just not really ready to like get back out there after everything that went down with Natalie. Now, let us get into Miss Natalie. First of all, I just want to say that I really find it very interesting how like deeply immature people can be. So Natalie just, I feel like she needs to grow up. Okay, I'm saying this like, Natalie, it's time for you to grow up. And here's why you have to grow up. Look, I'm very Ursula right now, bitch. Thank you. You're welcome. Anyways, I do feel like Natalie has to grow the fuck up. She's out here, like, why are you still dwelling on this? Like, when Shayna shows up at the party, she's got her boyfriend. You know what I mean? She has her boyfriend who, by the way, is now her fiance. He asked her to marry him. She said yes. You know, and Natalie is out here just like, I feel like spreading rumors that like Shane and Shayna are still like having like an affair, like whatever. And I'm sorry, I don't want to be like nasty or rude, but like, first of all, he's a Greek man. They don't really put up with all that. But anyways, the other is not like other men do, but there's just Greek men really don't. Anyways, Greek men are very interesting and like, how once they find their like one true love, it's over. You know what I mean? Or if they have their eye on just you, like it's over. They'll do everything and anything. They're like, girl, come here, be my love. And you're like, I really don't feel like that's a good idea right now. And they're like, I do. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, and they're like, I will do all these weird things to prove it to you. You're like, you don't have to do any of that. Let's just stop. It's not from personal experience. Anyway. So Shayna's there. She is with Christos. They're talking about how she's engaged. It's really actually quite awesome. Wholesome even. It's awesome and wholesome. And it's just weird to me how much Natalie just kind of insisted on like talking all that smack. Like I was like, girl, just leave it alone. Like it's over now. You know what I mean? Like you and Shane aren't together anymore. And even though Shayna was a part of that ending, it doesn't mean that you get to spread rumors about her just to make yourself feel better. Like, yes, your shit with Shane fell apart because the both of you are immature assholes. That's what's happened. The two of you are both immature. You were too immature and too toxic for one another. And you couldn't be honest with each other. You know, he hurt you, and instead of you just saying like that's enough and moving, like either you get with him and you move past it and you try to start anew, or you say that's it. You don't get to play both sides. You don't get to be like, okay, well, we're gonna try, but then keep holding it against them. Like this is a thing. This is why I say if you're gonna take somebody back in a relationship, you have to be willing. You have to be willing to like move past it together, to make choices together. Sorry, Bo, no. This is too pretty of a palette, babe. But you have to be willing to move past it together, you know? But if you're not going to do it together, if only one of you is going to do it, like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not. That, like, those are the rules. Them's the rules. That's the end. You're going to have to let your relationship go. And I feel like they just didn't understand that. Like, they were really of the mind. Like, truly. You know what? I'm going to do something a little odd. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No. Yes, I am. I'm going to put Trippy on my inner eye. You don't really even need... Yes. You don't even need, like, any kind of spray or anything to like hold this shit together, because baby, it's holding itself together. It's fucking wild. It is wild to me how pretty this stuff is. Anyways, but after you do all of that, you know, I just thought it was odd and very childish. Like, girl, you just turned 30. You need to grow the fuck up. Like, it's time to move past this like petty ass little game that you're playing with Shayna, because Shayna's not playing. Like, Shayna already won her game. You know what I mean? Shayna has the man of her dreams. She is happy. You are still tripping the fuck out over this sweaty ass man. Like, the man, and why is his mouth always open? Like, can he breathe through his nose? Listen, no offense, Shane. I know it's hard. You know, sinus problems are difficult. We're going to call them sinus problems. I just feel like it's time for Natalie to let go of all of it and move past it. She claims that Shayna and Shane have been like sending each other DM messages that are inappropriate. And to that, I'm just like, girl, who cares? Like if Christos finds out and like whatever. But the thing is, plot twist, Christos has seen these DMs. They're not that. They're not that. She said they were, but they're not that. I just made a mistake and I drank that water, and that water was for makeup. Listen, I don't want to talk anymore. This is why, oh God, ADHD is a bitch. Yeah, so Natalie's just in this bitch acting like a child. And I just found all of that to be unnecessary behavior. And it's the way the rest of these grown ass people don't really see through that at all. Like the fact that she's just, cause I get it, that we all understand from jump, you know what I mean? Like, oh no. Like I get feeling mad stressed because your relationship started off with lies, right? Shane didn't tell you. And Shayna was kind of a bitch, you know what I mean? Like she just wanted Shane so bad. Shayna just wanted Shane so bad that she was willing to do a lot of like not cool things to get him. Do you know what I mean? She didn't care. And I get that she doesn't have to care because it's love and like all's fair in love and war, I guess, them's the rules. But I do feel like, girl, you know, you didn't behave properly. And she knows that. You know, that's the thing. She knows that. She's aware. She's aware of her behavior. She knows how she did things. She knows it wasn't like the fucking best. Like, I know that behavior wasn't the best and it was a little rough on both of them. You know what I mean? But like, let's be very real in that, like, love is odd, love is weird, and people are gonna do things, and it's a TV show, like whatever. People are gonna just do some shady ass shit. She really, I think, looking at the optics of the show, she thought that he fit better than Kyle. Now, personally, I didn't. I think Kyle is so cute. He looks like an elf, and I dig that. I really do. Like, before someone comes at me being like, Audra, that's mean. It's not mean because it's the exact quality I like about him. I love that he looks like an elf. I think it's so sexy. Like, come over here, my little elf baby. Like, let's snuggle up and like shoot bows and arrows and like talk to nature and shit. You know what I mean? Let's do that. Like, he's so cute. Anyways, so like I was like for that. Like, you know, I liked him a lot. I feel like, you know, Shayna did a lot of stuff to like lead him on, and she, you know, acknowledges that in this special or whatever. She acknowledges the ways in which she maybe wasn't the best fucking person. But like now she's able to see that she's with the right guy now. Everything's like wavy gravy for her. Like, can we let her live? Can we move past like the show bullshit, right? Can we just get past that part? Can we do that? I know people, listen, I've heard about like how it's weird that people can just use fingers, but I can't use tweezers that well. I can't see like that. Like, I don't know. When I use tweezers, I'm like, what the fuck happened? Where's everything? And this way, it's fine. All right. So then we have, what is her name? Wait a minute. We have Ayana and Jarrett. All right. So this is the last catch up that we are getting, y'all, because oof.
You love to poop while I'm in the shower. I don't know why you think that's okay. It's like a hot sauna in there. That's not.
So Ayana and Jarrett, I guess Jarrett has just been on his party. My friend likes to party all the time.
I was not a perfect person coming into this relationship. I knew that there were things that I had to change. The biggest thing is just overindulging when I'm out, because once I have one or two drinks and I just want to keep the party going.
And Ayana wasn't having it. So she was just like, she moved out, but they still really loved each other. They have like a weird family dinner, and I just thought that was so odd because I could not imagine like having a relationship with somebody and then having a dinner with our parents to discuss our relationship. Just a little bit awkward, just a smidgen awkward, if you're asking me, but you're not. So it is what it is. So I found that to be just a little bit awkward, but they end up recommitting to one another. She moves back into the house because she moved out because he was just clubbing too much. He was out drinking and partying, staying up all night, you know, chilling with his friends and not really being a husband. She was like, that's not what I signed up for. You know what I mean? She's like, you're not gonna do me like that. And he's like, do you like what? And she's like, how you gonna act like that? That's not what happened, but like, we're just gonna, you know, for the sake of how this looks. And so they recommit, and you're like, that is so fucking cute. I'm so happy for y'all. Like, hooray, hooray. Glad that y'all are getting back together. And like, that's pretty much it. You know, they recommit, they're gonna like try their relationship again, and you're like, yes, boo, get it, you know, have a good committed relationship, baby. We gotta get our gloss. Hold on, I'm gonna put on my favorite gloss, which is the Nomad Cosmetics gloss. I should rephrase that too. This is my favorite pink gloss. It's so good on deep skin. It looks amazing. You look amazing. Like, hello, look at this, ugh, bitch. You see what I'm saying? It's fucking glorious. It's just like so pretty. Anyways, no, I do not have a code. I don't want one. Taxes. Okay. So I'm like, I don't want one. Taxes. Maybe I can see if I can get one that saves y'all money, but like they don't. I need to ask. I'll get one that saves one. I'll see if I can get one that saves y'all money, but it doesn't make me any. It's just taxes, y'all. I don't listen. I already have a job, so I ain't trying to get my taxes fucked up like that. So the show ends with like Ayanna and Jarrett, you know, doing the recommitment, has a new cake, like another wedding cake. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Now, when I tell y'all, this is the part where shit's going to get real. Okay. This is what I look like. Hold on. Could I blend out? Like, listen, I'm still learning how to play with this. So we'll see. But like, I still like it. I love it. I'm looking good. Also, I've been doing a half lash, and it's just, I'm living. Thank you, Emily Hanhan. And Jen of Jen Love. You know, Jen was the first person to tell me to do this. And then Emily reminded me that I should do this by saying, you know, sometimes I cut them in half. And I was like, you know what, baby? I'm going to do that too. If you're a sensitive-eyed bitch, this is great. Because if you get this is the inside, is the sensitive part that fucks you up. Anyways, we're moving on to the story. The last part that I want to tell y'all. We're all like happy, right? We're like, oh, this was a nice little catch up. This shows up on the screen like so fast. You blinked and you missed it. I was like, wait a minute. I had to rewind it because I was like, bitch, what in the hell is going on here? You know what's going on? Jarrett and Ayanna broke up, and so did Danielle and Kirk. Like, what? And we don't even find out if Deepti and Kyle are still together, which I hope that they are. Well, maybe not. Listen, Kyle, call me if you want to. If you're not with Deepti. My phone number is, no, just kidding. Listen, I highly recommend this palette. This is, I feel like my second time playing with it, and it's glorious every time. Ugh, look at me. From every angle, I'm stunning. All right, that is it, y'all. First of all, I do definitely want to throw a huge shout out to my patrons and channel members, because actually at this point, y'all are keeping my channel afloat, because I don't know what's happening with YouTube, but it feels like very personal. It feels like a personal attack. And I think that all the creators are experiencing this as well. Like, we all feel like it's a personal attack. What are we doing wrong? How come we're all just like losing subscribers or not getting where we're supposed to get? Like, why isn't Robert Welsh at 1 million subscribers yet, y'all? Go look at that shit. He should be at 1 million. What's happening to the tubes of the U? So anyways, thank you to my patrons and my channel members, because y'all are really making it so that I can continue to make content. Listen, I'm serving the sports ball realness because I literally just got off work. I took a nap. I woke up. I was like, I gotta film. And then I was like, I'm going to get ready. And then I was like, I'll film getting ready. So thank y'all. If you want to join the Patreon or the channel membership, that information is below. You get the videos early. You also, when I have the time currently, we have movie nights. We have makeup playtimes. I'm trying to get back into doing those. I have things that I'm doing to move some things around. Anyways, to all of you who watch, like, share, and subscribe, I appreciate you as well. If you enjoyed this, you know, it'd be great if you subscribed. Like, now is the time to subscribe so that I know that I'm doing, every time one of you subscribes, my toenail polish gets blacker and shinier. So I appreciate that. Remember, it costs $0 to be kind. It's so good for your soul, because if you don't take care of it, I'm sure shit coming for yours. Until next time, XOXO. Gothic girl. Ooh, let's get up close so that you can see like how fucking gorgeous I am. I am stunning, bitch. Stunning.